It only takes for you to win once. You could lose 10 years in a row and you hit that right jug. Bam! That shit changed the goddamn game. And guess what? They gonna bow down. So I don't care how rough it's been on you. All you gotta do is hit once. Pull off that one thing in the back of your mind. You pull that off, and guess what? They gon' oh, he a born winner. He did.
Yes, top of the afternoon. You know the vibes. The news by Shanewz. I just want to check the levels. And then you know how I do. You know how I do. You know how. Yes, that soundboard is in full effect. We want to make sure that soundboard's in full effect. No, we're gonna give y'all the business this afternoon. No particular order. I just seen a couple things that was, on Twitter I want to talk about. Because, that's what we do over here, right? When I say, you see how I'm including myself with it as far as content creating, blogging, gossiping, gossiping, boxing, right? So let me pull up my X, because that's what it's called, X. X gonna give it to you. They're gonna give it to you. So X. Shakur Stevenson has been active. Yeah, Shakur has been active on Twitter. He's out of retirement. And he's back active, right? But the activity as far as the Twitter with the guy that he's speaking on, I kind of like it because, like I said, I like the Schofields. So him and Floyd Schofield were going back and forth. I see. I'm trying to adapt into this, but to me, it's kind of hard because a lot of the internet, chitter chatter and um, boxing shit. You know my stance with a lot of you guys, man. You guys are frauds to me, man. You don't really fuck with boxing. Like, how many guys that's on here right now, actively gonna go live or sit around on panels? Like, we just had a fight week, right? We really just had a fight week, and a lot of these guys that I know, local guys, they didn't even go to the fight, man, let alone cover nothing. But they'll sit on a platform and talk boxing, and others that are comfortable discussing boxing with them and get on there and gossiping. Oh yeah, man, man, shut that shit up. You don't even go to fights, man. So how do you support boxing? You think you support boxing by coming on social media and talking about it? No, that's why the needle doesn't move. You know how you support it? You go to it. You're involved with it. You get down with it on some form. But I guess, like I said, a lot of people's form of getting down with it is just on the internet, talking, gossiping. Oh, go to these fights, man. Get active, so to say. Well, let's pull up X. X gonna give it to you. We're gonna give it to you. Cause I see, I'm gonna sit on this topic for a little bit, right? Take my time today with y'all, play around a little bit. The kids are out of school all week. You know. Okay, is it up? Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? If anybody's in here, let me know if y'all can see that, man. Let me know if y'all can see that before I proceed. I wanna make sure y'all see the screen. I have Shakur Stevenson's Twitter account up. And feel free, smash the like button. Doesn't cost you $1. I got a lot of content out there rocking right now. If you don't know, I just did a little Charlo video. I'll speak on that too as well. But let me know if you can see the screen. Can you see Shakur's screen? Because I don't have my tablet. If I have my tablet, I can pull it up. You know how I do. When I'm in a spot, I have all my gizmos and gadgets now. Unfortunately, I don't have that set up right now. I'm being lazy. Let me know. It's a couple of y'all in here. Let me know if y'all can see the Twitter screen before I proceed. I want to make sure y'all seeing the Twitter screen of Shakur. Excuse me. That's what I'm going to speak on first. Then I'm going to do a little gossiping. That's what we do. We gossip on this social media. We're going to gossip. Okay, I do see it. It's up. All right. So let me go over here. So Shakur Stevenson is back active. He's out of retirement. Him and Kid Austin had a little back and forth action. I'm going to try to pull it up. Might have to go to Kid Austin's page. It might be over here. Hold on. I'll find it. Give me a second. Go to reply. It'll probably pop up. They was actively getting at it. A lot. Boxing Twitter to me is just like goofball central, respectively. And I was talking to somebody about that this past fight week, right? Another media guy, right? And I was like, because a lot of times these media guys, right, that cover these fights, they do alias stuff. That's what put me on. Like I said, that I was saying about my content, right? Because I network with these people now, right? And I was breaking some stuff down as far as like, I was like, yo, you was just at the Tiafimo fight. I was telling this one guy. Because that's what he does. He travels. He covers all the events. Older guy, probably retired, and this is what he does. So I was like, yo, you was just at the Tiafimo fight, right? I was like, you got a lot of content out. I was like, you go live, you put content out, and the average fan, they don't even receive your content, right? But yet you're covering all these big time fights. Like I said, you was just at the Tiafimo Vegas fight. Now you're here in New York. He was like, yeah, I do my aliases, right? I was like, yeah, that's what I'm doing too now. And I was saying how the photography worked. I was like, I'm Peter Parker. I freelance. I sell some of my pictures. And people be liking them, right? I said, I laugh now because the pictures be my actual pictures, right? And all these fake fans who, expose themselves, right, will like the content when it's somewhere else. But the moment that I post it, right, they won't like it. And I laugh. I'm like, yo, you guys don't understand. I'm be building with the official tissue guy that been put me on how to maneuver around on this, right? And then these guys be wondering why I look at them the way I look at them, like, yo, bro, you're not official. You like my stuff, but when I post it, you don't like it. You are strange and weird, to say the least. That's some weird shit, bro. It really is, man. That's why I'm like the OGs in the game now. I'm using the alias. I put the content out. Like you see all these. I'm gonna drop some more frames in a little while. Um, I'm gonna drop some more frames. But these two right here, I just showed Shakur. Now I want to give Kid Austin a little shine. So apparently these two went back and forth on Twitter, right? Um, Kid Austin he wants to fight all of these guys. He said Frank Martin was trash back in the day, but him and Shakur had one back and forth on Twitter. And hopefully they'll fight at the end of the year. But remember, Keyshawn Davis also mentioned this guy. He's been mentioning Keyshawn. There's no love lost between these two, Kid Austin and Keyshawn Davis. But him and Shakur had a little Twitter back and forth. And Shakur kind of said about him, like, holds true to his word. Both of them, though. Because we got to see if Kid Austin can get the Williams Cepeda fight first and then possibly get Shakur at the end of the year. Now, I say that to say this. This would be a good fight if they could make it, right? I'm going to go over the IG in a second because I seen that Kid Austin's pops said that rightfully so, you're supposed to believe in your son. But he said his son will knock Shakur out, will get him out of there within 4 rounds. 4 rounds. He said Shakur won't be able to take the punches. Sounded like my guy, Mean Joe Harris. Now, my only concern is, will he be able to punch him? Because you know what people say about Shakur. He's a runner. He's a track star. He ain't gonna run when it gets hard. You have to be able to punch him. You have to be able to punch him. But Shakur has recently said that he is going to be in the pocket more. He's willing to bang out. Like Shakur has been everywhere on Twitter. I've been paying attention. He's going back and forth with the fans, saying that he's the only one that is active with the fans on Twitter. Maybe you should, maybe you should move like the others. Don't really engage with a lot of these people on social media, be it Twitter or IG and all that. Engage with the people that actually go to your fights. Engage with the people that actually cover you. Because to be honest, man, a lot of these social media guys, they don't do nothing. They don't, man. It just, social media is the new scam. It's the new scam, man. Guys want to be, popular on the internet. Popular. They want internet clout and internet fame. Like I said, I just covered a whole entire fight week last week. Still kind of tired from it, right? Still got a lot more frames and other videos to put up. But I wanted to cover the guys that showed me love. That's why you see the Zay Flattery, Shoo. You know, you see the Shoo stills. I dropped Ring Girl, Mo Johnson. Unfortunately, he lost out. I'm still gonna put the Mo Johnson in throughout. Um, Shoo's Pops, you know, Tiger and his team, Coach Sappho, and the good brothers of Cleveland. You know, I put out the people that showed the love, that showed the support. You know, like I said, I still have Falcone and what's the other two Spanish guys? I don't want to misquote. I got all of their content too. But I didn't really get it in with them at Oshaki Force. I got in with Oshaki. Of course, Abraham Nova, he's my guy. I got him and the mascot. You see, I had the mascot throwing the combos and all of that. Now, I remember the mascot when we went upstate. We was upstate, and the mascot showed my daughters love. It was that both of them. And I think that was the first fight card he brought the mascot out. One thing about Abraham Nova, listen, now I'm gonna give you guys a little logistics, boxing business. Abraham Nova, even though he lost, he will still be around. And a lot of you guys that come on here and talk boxing and matchups, and you want to see this fight and that fight, you're not gonna understand this talk. But the reason why Abraham Nova will be around is Abraham Nova sells. He sells tickets. He has a traveling fan base that will follow him because he's located in Albany, New York, Schenectady area, but mainly Albany, right? He also has Massachusetts. These people come out and buy tickets and support him. That crowd that was at the Hula Theater was a pro-Abraham Nova crowd. That is why, now, I shouldn't say this, but I am going to say this. That is why the judge's scorecard probably reflected that. Now, if you watch the fight, you know that fight was not that close, nor was it a split decision. But yet, and I said this earlier in the week, I said, yo, if this fight is close, they're going to rob Oshaki. That's just how boxing is. If you know, you know. Because Abraham Nova sells tickets. He moves the needle. See, YouTubers, Twitter heads, Instagrammers, Facebookers, they don't understand this. You know, they think because they have a viral, a social media presence. Listen, if you're not selling no tickets, if you're not moving no needles, they don't care. Like, listen, everybody knows that social media is smoke and mirrors. This shit is the new Ponzi scheme. But these people that move the needles, that run this thing right, is the ones that's actually putting butts in the seats. Butts in the seats. That's why I said about Big Mo Johnson, he'll be all right. He has a support system. He has a support system. People is coming out to support him. And he's going to sell tickets. He's going to sell tickets. Shout out to Toby in the building. First one always. So you know what you get told. You know, there's been 5 people in here the whole time. They're the first one to actually come. You know, guys don't like to comment. They just like to listen. They like to ear hustle. But appreciate you, Toe. Appreciate you. But I'm gonna see if I can get over here to Twitter. Not Twitter. I'm gonna shut my Twitter down, right? I'm gonna go over here. Oh, the audio is low. How about now? I got my headset on, man. How about now? I don't got the microphone on. I got the headset on. How about now? I got on the Bobby Brown. How about now? How am I sounding now, Tobe? Is it a little louder? You know, the Bobby Brown, I got on my prerogative headset. I probably didn't have the mic, the headset mic by my mouth. It's by my mouth now. You know, I was in here with the Bobby Brown on. Don't do me wrong. It's really not you. So it should be better now. It should be better now. But yeah, let me close this Twitter and go over here because I want to get you guys feedback. You know, that's what they tell me to do more of. You know, engage your listeners. Shalom, shalom. Engage your listeners. I say I try. You know, these guys don't want to talk boxing with me now. You know, they don't want to talk boxing with me. Engage your listeners, Shalom. I do. But you see, these guys all talked about me and slept on me, and now they realize they can't fuck with me. You know, they realize it now, man. But I'm engaging the audience now. I do a lot more lives, right? I'm at 7-Eleven a lot. I'm actually signing fighters behind the scenes and helping to get deals done. You know, I'm putting out content. I'm covering events. I think I'm checking off all of the list, right? You know, as a content creator, media, even as a young executive. You know? But hey, what do I know, right? What do I know? All right. Let's get some feedback on this, man. Let's get some feedback on this. You see how good I'm getting at this now? I don't even have my notes in front of me. No notes in front of me. You know, you do this enough, right? You get comfortable, man. And then like I said, when you talk to the real players that do this and you learn some of their techniques, it's easy work. So now that we are on IG, you guys can see this. I'm going to pull up my guy right here. This is Senior. Listen, I want to get your feedback on this. What's your thoughts on this right here? This is what, look, first we'll read what he says. I guarantee that my boy will knock Shakur Stevenson out within 4 rounds. That will be a good fight for as long as it lasts.
Kid Austin and knock Shakur out when they do fight. I really believe that. But with that being said, I believe Shakur is one of the most talented fighters out here in boxing right now. Between him, Tank, I think him and Tank really in our weight divisions are the only ones in this division that's really talented. And we always said Shakur was talented, and we said we going to fight the best because I'm going to prove to y'all he's the greatest boxer of all time. And how do we do that? By fighting some of the greatest fighters. But I really believe, and it's no disrespect to Shakur, it's going to be one of the easiest fights in Floyd's career. This going to be easy. I think this would be over in like 3-4 rounds. And that's not me shitting on Shakur. I just know my boy. I know my boy. Shakur ain't going to be able to take those punches for 3-4 rounds with 8-ounce gloves on. We're going to break Shakur jaw and face. So it is what it is. But that's love for Shakur. I love you. Thank you if you give us a shot. Our family will love the generational wealth that will come from this. Let's do it. Let's do it. And Zapata, I hate to throw you under the bus as bringing your name, but I think you and Kid would be a good fight, and we're not looking past you. I told Floyd I think you're going to be harder than Shakur because the amount of punches you throw. But that's what's going on, y'all. I'm just dropping in.
All right, now that was shout out to Big Floyd Schofield Sr. Now I wanna put this out there as well. Hopefully, Coach Malachi, True Media Today Radio, could get these guys on because I know he is connected with them through Rick Ross, right? Because Rick Ross is, he has dealings with Kid Austin. So this would be good to get him on. And they are good for, they, like I said, Schofield Sr. knows how to talk. So does Kid Austin. Get this going, get the wheels turning on this, But I like his assessment as a father. That's what he's supposed to stand on, right? He said 4 rounds, though. You see, I wanted y'all to hear that because I spoke about that because that's what we do over here. We show you where we get it from. We show you where we get it from. We're not just gonna come on here and speculate. That's why I know y'all was gonna be like, oh, this guy is speculating that. No, that's where I got that from. 4 rounds. That's the video. That is the video right there. So you see, no made up stuff, right? And this was the back and forth right here, right? This was, it started right here. Now I wanted to show you Twitter first because I wanted to give both of them their flowers, but it started on Twitter. It started on Twitter, And I like this fight, right? But I'm gonna say this, and these guys at 135 right now, both of these guys. There is a young killer who's about 19 years old. You guys better make sure you take care of business now. Because that 19-year-old, who I had the privilege of covering, since he was 17, right? He's the one, I shot Jihad ringside, but the first actual ever fighter I actually shot ringside was the 17-year-old, Abdullah Mason. Let's not forget Abdullah Mason. He is long, strong, and he's 19. He still doesn't even have his grown man strength. You can't tell yet how he's flatlined and shit, but these guys better get prepared. Let me get to some of these comments. Shout out to Al Money in the building. Round of applause for you. The soundboard is in full effect, right? Shout out to Toby. Let's see what Toby said. Toby says, read some of his comments. I'm engaging my audience. He says, that's what Eddie Hearn said about doing presses. The more you do it, the better you get. He doesn't use notes either. You're definitely getting better. Well, thank you, Toe. Appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that.
I love it. You guys are so great.
Well, I should be getting better. I've been blogging now for some time. I take it a lot serious, right? I also, like I said, I take it serious. I do. I take it serious, especially when I go to the spot and, I have all my equipment set up and all that. I take it serious. Now, here I'm at home now. I still take it serious, but like I said, I don't have no notes on this. I just want to jump on. Sometimes I just like jumping on and just, stretching out. Just like how I go to 7-Eleven and I make those big deals. I make the big deals at 7-Eleven, man. I made one this morning, and I seen a fighter was begging, right? And shout out to my brother Reggie Owens, right? I said I was gonna say begging because I'm learning how to get the clickbaits in too, right? The clickbaiters, right? You use the clickbait lines, right? Because let's call a spade a spade. Jamal Charlo wasn't begging, but it did come off that way. And if you're a smart content creator, you're going to use that, right? Number one. Number two, you're also going to use what I said, right? Let's focus on more real quick, right? Why? And look, any smart executive, business type person is going to say this too, right? Why are you calling Aiden Ross? Granted, he is a young millionaire. He's an influencer. He's famous. He's out there. But why are you going to call him, right? Check me out now. Listen to this. I want y'all to catch the source. This is no notes on this. This is just off the dome freestyle as an executive, young executive, right? Why are you calling Aiden Ross, allegedly drunk? I said allegedly drunk, drinking or whatever, asking him to pay you to commentate his event when you could call Al. You guys just got a new contract deal. You're coming off of a win. You got slapped in the face by Caleb Plant. Why don't you call Al and try to get a fight? You see, I didn't even go with the Canelo shit, right? Because a lot of these guys were tying you in with Canelo, but I stated that in the video. But if you're asking Aiden Ross to commentate, that's kind of a telltale sign that you might not have that Canelo fight. Because the Canelo fight is you want payday, that's major payday. So why would you be asking Aiden, and then you're going to say, man, I ain't looking for too much, just a little something to wet my beak. Nah, he didn't say wet his beak. I got to be a little funny. But yeah, did y'all catch that though? Did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch that when I'm speaking on now? You know what? Since I'm speaking on this now, I will pull it up, right? Let me pull that up. Since I'm speaking on that, I'll tell you what, man, how I do my shows now, I still see these guys trying to copy me, right? Yeah, they be out here trying to copy. Yo, even my people see that shit. They just laugh at y'all now, man. All you guys that talk shit about me that's still trying to copy me, right? They laugh at you niggas now, man. They laugh at you, nigga. You can't even get a job with us now. But this is what I'm talking about right here. Shout out to WCS. This is courtesy of World Combat Sports' IG page. Now, post reads, Jamal Charlo drunk calls Aiden Ross on stream. Now, you guys be the judge for
just, hey, throw me and my boy the bag and we straight, you know what I mean?
How much?
Chill, how much you charging?
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I've never paid anyone to commentate. It's really just out of love. So I didn't really think.
I know, but this right here gonna get this one right here gonna take it up.
Andre just came on and commentated and he did out of love. I didn't really pay. So, and I even had Javante, Haney, Ryan. They all want to fuck.
I'm not Javante. I'm not Andre. I'm like it's bigger than that.
Yeah, I feel you. All right. Well, look, I'll tell you, bro. We'll chop it off camera. We'll figure something out.
Man, you ain't bro. I ain't asking for a whole bunch of money or nothing. Yeah, just hey, throw me and my boy the bag and we.
Oh my God, he gotta get laughed at on that, man. Come on, man. Now I don't want to say the guy was begging, but I'm gonna say it because I'm clickbaiting right now. But did he play himself at the end? Oh, he was drunk, right? He was drunk, right? Did he play himself at the end, right? He came out, hard. I respect the hustle, the grind, right? He came out. He was on the square. He was like him and his boy, whoever that is. We don't know who your boy is. You could do it on your own. Why do you need your boy? But hey, some people can't, work alone or they need backup. But him and his boy the bag, right? Then I'm gonna tell you what he was off. It was over for him. When Aiden asked him, came back to him with, what are you looking for? And he said, how much are you charging? You got to know what you're worth, brother. Shout out to Floyd Mayweather. I can't tell you what you're worth. But then that's when Aiden finessed him and said, yo, man, these guys, I'm not even paying them. They're doing it for the love. And then he tried to come back after, I guess, he realized he fumbled for a second. And then he really all the way fumbled. Because he tried to say that he's bigger than Tank Davis. No, you're not. Now some of those other guys, maybe but Tank, no, you're not. Right? He did try to act like him. You're the ticket. Like, no, you're not. Yeah, I had to give him the gunshots for that because he bumped his head. But man, it's apparent that something is going on over there. Now, me myself, I'm not really hands-on with the PBC like that. But I wish some of these other content creators who are more successful than I, who are more tied in than I, who are, have the accessibility to those guys over there, will find out what's going on. Please. Like, I'm a fan too, at the end of the day. What is going on? Why are we seeing, 1 second. You guys can hear me good again or no? How y'all hearing me? How y'all hearing me? How am I sounding? How are these guys, right? These big time fighters going to these guys asking, instead of asking Al Heyman, right? How are they asking Aiden Ross, who is not even a boxing promoter, but he does put on shows, for the bag? You just signed with Prime. Toby, hold on, let me get to your comments, Toby. You definitely have the executive producer credit today. I'm engaging. Hopefully the people see me engaging with my listeners, my audience. Thank you, Tobe. He said that's a bad look. I'm gonna speak on it now, Tobe. I was waiting for one of my listeners to say this, because I don't want to be the one that does these things. And what I'm also going to do, Tobe, because that is a great comment. That is a great comment, Tobe. Now that you, like I said, I always give you your executive producer credit, right? Now you, as a true listener, supporter of the source, right? Highlighting this, and hopefully I highlighted the comment. I pinned it, right? I want to go in and give my assessment on what you said, right? And I'm going to break it down into sections now, right? That's a bad look for a current world champion. First line in that, first couple of statements on that. I can't tell you to get lost with that, Toe. I have to second that. Because here is a guy, and if you watch the video I put out on this, you just came off fighting on a pay-per-view card, right? So you obviously was just paid a couple months ago on a pay-per-view card in Vegas. But yet we hear you begging, clickbait, begging. Aiden for the bag. Not a very good look for the WBC and PB. Yeah, I definitely agree. And I gotta reiterate, you just fought November on a pay-per-view card. What are you? I don't know. What is going on? Wouldn't you rather have a fight booked in than a phone a stranger asking for money? Toby, man, you cooking, man. You're cooking. Why aren't you calling Al Heyman? Why aren't you calling Al? You guys just secured a deal with Amazon Prime. Other content creators, insiders over there, have your name associated with Canelo Alvarez for a fight. But yet you're asking Aiden Ross for the bag? The News by Shanewz. I don't get it, man. I don't get it, man. I don't get it, you know. Just doesn't make sense to me.
This is a Source Experience. The news by Shanewz. But what do I know?
In the arena, look who I got. Ring girl.
Hi, Arena. Miss you, girl.
Hey. Thank you.
Hopefully, something comes to the table for this guy. That's not that definitely is not a good look, Toby. I definitely agree with that. That was a lot of times too, right? I want to say this, right? Toby didn't add this, but I'm going to add this. A lot of times, the stuff that these guys do over there, right? They do for this right here to get us to talk, to get us out here to talk. But sometimes it only be some of us, like myself and Toby and others, that speak on this, because the pro PBC channels, the guys that have been wanting us to believe that the PBC was, the almighty, that, their fighters were drinking out of the golden fountain. It seems like the golden fountain, the well has run dry. Now, I am going to stick with this, right? Let's close out of this real quick, real quick. Let's go back over to Twitter. Thank you, Toe, for that right there. Toe says we're still sounding good. Great. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the Source real quick. Toe, I'm going to keep it real, Toe. It's been about 6, 7, 8 people in here, right? You and Al Money are the only ones commenting. But you see, I am trying to engage with the audience, man. I don't want it to be all about me. Even though it is all about me, this is my show. I'm, talking boxing, amongst other things. But I do try to engage the listeners. Oh, man, shout out to my brother T-Dog in the building, man. T-Dog, I have been trying to get you on forever and a day. Salute to you. I have been sending you the link all the time, but you work so much, man. You're like me. You see, I had to take a couple of days off, man. I was burnt out, like Joe. Like shout out to Joe Dini. Look, I'm gonna use Joe Dini's line. I was burnt out. Look, I want to give you guys a good laugh, right? This is my video. I own this video, so I'm gonna give you guys a quick laugh, right? I'm like my guy Joe Dini, man. I was burnt out, right? Yo, Joe Dini's line right here. Look, I'm gonna use Joe Dini's line real quick, make you guys laugh. That's how I felt, man. You know, battling snow blizzards and snowstorms, and then getting content, right? You know, covering fights that I had no business covering, right? Real talk. Like Jihad didn't fight on that card. Jihad did not fight. I was not obligated to go out there and fight, man. I mean, cover the fight. I said fight. You know, I didn't have to go out there and do that, but I did it. But I want to see if I still had it. You know, I want to see if I still had it. But look, I took a couple of days off from work, right? You know why? Because I'm like my guy right here. Shout out to Joe Dini, right? Let me highlight my guy. Joe's a star now. These guys tried to steal Joe, and they was killing his brand, right? Joe had to come back and get with the news by Shanewz, man. These old vultures out here was trying to kill my man's brand, right? That's what they do. They watch you put shit into play, and they're like parasites. They try to kill my man's brand. But I turned Joe into a star, and Joe is right back where he belongs.
That guy?
Yeah.
He's easy. I got him on tape. I broke his ass up.
No fear, Larry Bonds.
I broke his ass up.
Yeah.
I broke his ass up. I beat him to his knees. Okay? He went down like this to his knees. I got him on tape. I hit him with an uppercut, left hook, and this. Yeah. Then I hit him in his hip. Yeah. He went down, and I was burnt out. I was burnt out from him putting me in the fucking sweat house, the sauna house. And I was all weak, and I still weak.
You still broke him down like that.
I still broke him down, and I remember the guy put the damn tape too tight, and this was really tight, and the blood was being jammed up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't really feel my hands. I remember that. That guy?
Yeah.
He's easy. I got him on tape. I broke his ass up.
No fear, Larry Bonds.
I broke his ass up.
Yeah.
I broke his ass up. I beat him to his knees. Okay? He went down like this to his knees. I got him on tape. I hit him with an uppercut, left hook, and this. Then I hit him in his hip. And he went down, and I was burnt out. I was burnt out from
Yeah, I was burnt out, man. I was burnt out. Yeah, Joe is hilarious, man. Man, yo, man, Joe had me crying. Listen, man, I still got that, but his content, right, that I got from last week, fight week, they go into Joe Harris Chronicles. I ain't even put it out. I got some fire with him at the presser, working the presser. I got him. I got a video. I got the pictures that he took some pictures with Ring Girl, and he was like, "Man, she said I smell good." I got that video. Listen, man, I got some shit, man. You know, just wait for it, man. Just wait for it. You know, just wait for it, man. But I got some fire with Joe. But that's Joe. Joe said I was burnt out. I was burnt out. That's how I was feeling. I was burnt out, man. I put in a lot of work last week. That's why I still got these other frames to post. That's a fact, Toe. Facts. A lot of people are haters though, Toe. You know, it is what it is. A lot of these guys are haters, right? But that was Joe. I was burnt out. I was burnt out. That's how I felt. I was burnt out, man. I put in a lot of work last week. But it was all like, listen, when you're doing something that you love to do, that's the reward. That is the reward. And then when you put out the content and you know the people are talking, right? They're talking, man. Listen, social media is cool to me, but when you have, look, I'm gonna show y'all something real quick, right? I want to share this for the guys that always talk about my views, right? Let me just show y'all something. This is for the viewers, right? The guys always like, nobody watches your stuff, right? Nobody watches you, right? Nobody watches you, right? No, nobody watches y'all. No, nobody watches y'all, right? Real talk. Nobody watches y'all. You know, look, you see all these professionals on here, right? Nobody watches y'all, right? Charles Cornwell just signed with Golden Boy. Nobody watches y'all. Look, this is all in the mix of working a fight week. Nobody watches y'all. That's O'Shaquie Foster. Nobody watches y'all. These pictures right here went viral, right? They might not want viral on my page, but some of them did. Some of these jokers got some, what's the name, right? But these joints went viral. Look, this went viral right here. This was ESPN. This was ESPN Sports Center top 5 right here. Yeah. Top 5 right here. Top 2. That was number 2. Look.
Feeling, champ. Brownsville in the building. You know the vibe. That's right. Yeah.
Take the shit to the
Brownsville in the building. That's right. Yo, shoot, how did that feel, man? Media workout yesterday at Cops and Kids. You know, you grew up there. Now, you know, you're inspiring the children there, man. How was that feeling, man?
Sure, it was fun. It was a dream come true. It's honestly something that I've dreamed about all, like, ever since I was a little kid, doing something like that. The fact that I'm just at the start of my career and I'm able to do that and make it come to fruition, mean everything to me.
Yo, congratulations on Prospect of the Year. Just describe this, though. Now, you know, your headliner, basically, you know, you're on the main event card, hometown.
Yes.
What's that? The news about Shanewz, you see, man, this man needs no introduction. Pop Carrington, man. First off, thank you for your time, man.
My pleasure.
You know, Brownsville never ran, never will, man. Just listen, man, being a Brownsville guy, watching your son, this was the vision. Right. Now the vision is a reality, man. Just describe that feeling.
Man,
it's a reality. It's a reality, man. Y'all still want to talk about my views, man? Y'all still want to talk about my views, man? Y'all still want to talk about my views, man? Y'all still want to talk about my views? The vision is a reality, man. Who said that? That was me and my guy, Big Bruce. The vision is a reality. Y'all still want to talk about my views? Y'all still want to talk about my views, goddammit. Because I didn't see none of y'all with those type of views. And those were the headliners right there. You heard what I told Shu. I said, yo, you headlining. You headlining. Those were the headliners. Who had the knockout of the night over there, man? Who had the headline? Who had the knockout of the night, man? Who was that dapped me up and said, yo, you already know, and took the picture with my pops, man? Who was that, man? Y'all talking about my views, man. You better put some respect on the media marketing agent, man. We actually really do this. Toby says, let me engage with the audience. He said, Toby says, Sha, I just noticed your sub's going up from yeah, you know, Toby, don't tell them that, Tobe. Yo, Tobe, don't let them know that, man. They know now, man. The people starting to know who's really who in Whoville. They know. Tobe, they know, man. Come on, man. They know who's really going viral out here, man. They know. They know who's been going viral out here, man. Team Spencer don't make sense. They know who's the man behind the magic. The Brownsville bully, never ran, never will. You know, good news for bad news. They know. It's just that, you know, the social media, so-called Twitter fans and Instagram fans and Facebook fans don't know. You know? That's a fact, T. We are prevailing, T. But let me go back over here to Twitter, right? Now, normally I used to do my shorts on this, right? But I'm not going to do a short. I'm going to just pull it up, right? Because I want to get you guys, you know, I got to get you guys assessment on this. You know, we engage the audience. They're going to learn. So that's a fact, T. They learning, brother. They learning. T, I don't want them to learn. I don't care no more, T. Because now they know they can't stop nothing. They look stupid, right? Yo, T, they look dumb, right? They look dumb because when they're not doing anything, and I'm in the mix, right? And I'm really in the mix, getting coverage, getting interviews, right? Like Shushu was on Sports Center top 2, I believe he was. He was top 2. And they called him the Brownsville bully, right? The Brownsville bully, right? Who was in there screaming Brownsville? Never ran, never will. You heard what his father said. Absolutely, right? Absolutely, man. You heard? Absolutely, man. Who was in there telling the people? This is Brownsville, man. Home of Mike Tyson, Shannon Briggs, Zab Judah, and now Shushu Bruce Carrington, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. You know, it's a good feeling, man. And like I said, shout out to Top Rank, man. I always got to give Top Rank their flowers because Top Rank, you see, they allowed me to work. Do you see that content that I got? They didn't say, turn your camera off. Yeah, it wasn't no. When I walked up to the stage and Shushu came over there, no PR person ran over there and said, get away from him. What are you doing? No. When I had the mascot throwing the combinations, no Top Rank PR people ran over and said, no, turn your camera off. None of that. When Oshaki Foster and his team was leaving out and I interviewed him, no Top Rank people ran over there and said, no, don't talk to him. Get away from him. So once again, shout out to Top Rank, man. Appreciate you guys, man. He said they need to know, Sha. Hold on, let me get to my comments here. Tobe said they need to know, Sha. Well, they need to know. Mr. Fox. Oh yeah, Beetlejuice boxing, right? Look. Beetlejuice boxing, that's me, right? But listen, you tell my homegirl I'm
in the arena. Look who I got, Ring Girl.
Hi, Arena. Miss you, girls.
Hey, thank you.
Beetlejuice gets the pretty girls to do that, man. So I'll be that. Look, I'll be that. Yeah, you guys can't even sneak in the building no more, man. You can't even sneak in the building. Your name isn't on the list. Got him, right? But let me get over here, you know. I used to do my shorts of this, right? Like we do the Axe Rick, right? We do the Axe Rick, right? Yeah, we do the Axe Rick over here, right? So look, I'm over my album. I'm gonna kick it with y'all, man. I'm gonna kick it with y'all, man. Cause now y'all cutting into my reading time. I was doing some reading, you know. But I stay on because the energy is good, right? How is the energy right now with this live? This is a good live, right? Great energy, right? Very informative. We're discussing some current topics, right? I want to get some feedback on this, man. This is Rick Glazier. I love Rick. Had the privilege of speaking with him on a couple of times. Now, this guy has over 33 years in the business, right? A lot of people hate on him. You know what I'm getting to notice about guys that are actually in the business? You're gonna get that hate especially when you're on and you're accessible. One thing about Rick, he's accessible, right? A lot of guys aren't accessible. Rick is accessible and he's in the business. So he's going to get that hate, right? Just like I'm starting to see that now. I'm only 12 fights in. 12 fights in, couple deals in, right? I went from 3 to 5%. And I get that hate too. Not as much as Rick, but I get it too. But I want to get you guys feel on this, right? Rick plays no games, right? Man, let's go right here. Rick is the PBC bash, right? So I'll go with this one first, right? Man, and look, Rick, I listen, Rick, not for nothing, you're my guy, but I think I broke this first, Rick. You know, you got the years over me. You're my guy, Rick. You got the years over me, but I gotta take the flowers on this one, Rick. I can't give them to you on this. But February 19th, Rick tweeted the PBC fighters that are smart are abandoning the sinking ship known as PBC. Other promoters are getting calls daily from fighters attempting to leave the PBC, find a promoter that wants them, but these fighters are facing resistance from other promoters, citing fighters' inactivity. They were grossly overpaid by PBC and fought a lot of very soft competition. These fighters are now getting a big dose of realism. They aren't liking it. Now, remember a couple weeks ago, I said that guys were reaching out to whom? Me. Wanting me to come on my platform and speak on things. And I said, if I can't use your name, I don't want to do it. Then I even took it a step further, and I want to shout out WCS for mentioning this. Guys were also reaching out to me, wanting me to possibly try to link them up with some of my manager friends. And they don't want to work with you guys, to be honest. Yeah, now look what Rick just said, right? Other promoters are getting calls daily from fighters attempting to leave the PBC and find a promoter that wants them. But these fighters are facing resistance from other promoters, citing these fighters' inactivity. They were grossly overpaid and softly matched. Now, didn't I say this a couple of weeks ago? Are you guys following this? Are you guys following this? This is Rick Glazier, though. 33 years in the business. I am about 12 fights, 4 to 5 years in the business, but I am growing fast, and I said some of these things. Now, later for the views about what I said these things. Let's go back over here to Rick, right? That was the 19th. This was 23 hours ago. Let's see what he said here. 23 hours ago, just talked with a boxing executive that took the day off for President's Day. He said, Rick, you're calling PBC a sinking ship. It may well sink. But for right now, they're at least very disorganized. Fighters, shipping ships, basically insolvent. Their reputation will be shot. If Heyman does not come up with the Canelo guaranteed in escrow, they'll be done. Does anybody want to have a comment on that? Does anybody have a comment on that? Anybody have a comment on that? So from what Rick is saying, that an executive told him they still don't have the money yet. Do you guys remember my live, right? Since nobody wants to comment, I'm going to speak on it, right? Remember my live? And I think it might have been, I can't remember. It might have been Sunday I did it, right? Because like I said, I did back to back at the spot, but I think Sunday was the day I really spoke on this, right? Now Rick tweets this though, and I said I spoke about this, and you guys don't listen to me, but it's cool because people are listening to me, people that actually matter. Not saying that you guys don't matter, because my real listeners matter. But the ones that try to act like I'm nobody or this, that, and the third, look at what is being talked about. Remember I spoke about speaking with somebody at this past fight week, and I'm like, man, how does that work? How do you put on a show, right, that is less than $35 million? The Keith Thurman fight card. Keith Thurman, Tim Tszyu fight card is less than $35 million. But then you got to follow that up. You got to pay one fighter $35 million guaranteed. You got to pay him, Canelo, $35 million guaranteed. This is what I was asking some of the people. Well, not some, but you know, I'm not going to disclose my sources because I'm nobody, right? But this is what I was speaking about. And I was like, yo, how does that work? And they was like, Shalom, source. You're just trying to start trouble. It doesn't work. I said, oh, all right. I just want to hear that from you. I'm not going to say you told me that, but hearing it from you, now when I do talk about this, I'll feel comfortable speaking on it, being that you are somebody who does this at a high frequency. Because to me, I'm just learning, but I'm like, that shit is kind of crazy. If you're putting on a show, you know, for less than 35 million, and now you're going to put on another one, and you got to pay one fighter that, which is more than the whole original show that you're jumping off with your new partnership. It's kind of weird. Not weird, like weird. It's weird, like, yo, that shit's not adding up. Like, how are you going to be able to pull that off? Hopefully you guys caught that sauce. Man, hold on. Tobe, shout out to Tobe, my executive producer, the UK ambassador. He said, Rick said they got until next Tuesday to come up with the money. I gotta laugh. Yeah, I gotta laugh. I'm just laughing, man. I'm reading it and I'm laughing. Hopefully I can pin that. Let me try to pin that one, man. So you are on fire over here, man. Let me pin that one, man. That is a funny one. You got me laughing, man. Tobe said yo, I didn't see that tweet. Did he tweet that one? I'm gonna have to refresh my my Twitter. He said Rick said they got to next Tuesday to come up with the money. Floyd not come up with the money because he said if you're talking out here, yo, remember, yo, that's a whole nother topic, Tobe. I'm gonna touch on it since you talked about it. Why don't these guys put the money up? They got all this money, bro. That's how business works. Like, listen, man, I'm a boss, right? I'm an independent boss. I'm a struggling boss. But you see what I did, right? And I'm going to use me, for example. You guys talk about my setup. You got a cheap computer. You got it. But listen, I'm funding everything. With the donations that I get, that's what bosses do. You put up your own money. And shout out to my sponsors and people that are helping me out. But that's what bosses do. These guys are bosses, but yet they don't want to put up the money for their shows. Isn't that how business work as the boss? The boss takes all the risk. Remember I did that live? Y'all remember that live? Can y'all hear me? Maybe y'all can't hear me now. Maybe I got to put the microphone back over. Y'all hear me good? 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. Remember that live that I did when I first? I think I'm closing in on 3 months now at the new spot, right? But remember when I did the live and I broke down the, all my shit's been mapped out for a while now. But remember the live that I did when I did on like the words and I broke down the terms of the different functions of people. What did I say a promoter does? A promoter's job is to pay for everything. These guys are promoters that don't want to pay for nothing. OPP, other people's money. Yo, y'all are in here, man. Y'all don't get quiet on me, man. Y'all been in here this whole live over an hour. Over an hour, y'all been in here rocking with me. The lowest the number has dropped to is 3. It's been 7 to 8 to 10. I think the highest I hit might have been 12. But y'all are in here, so don't let the cat get your tongue, man. He said he was on Troy Graham's live last night. Rick said it on there. Okay, there's the source. Now, let me get to this. Let me get to this tweet now, right? This is my Rick Glazier segment, man. This one right here, right? I seen this. I didn't want to retweet it, right? But I was like, damn, this is cold-blooded right here. Let's pull this one. This is cold-blooded. Now, this is going to upset a lot of the pro-PVC people. This is going to upset a lot of the people that don't like Rick Glazier. But this is a news platform over here. This is where we discuss what is trending on different social medias. Now, I would say this is out there, right? It has over what? 7,000, almost 7,700 views, right? He tweeted this at 1:08 p.m. today. It is currently 2:53. But he tweeted out, remember Blockbuster? Yes, Blockbusters went out of business. They used to rent out a lot of videos. Pontiac, Toys R Us. Also, these are companies that went out of business. Well, shortly, you'll be able to add PBC to the list of companies that are no longer in business. Now, this is what I want from y'all. What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? You see how I've been doing my shows lately? What do y'all think about that right there? Damn, that right, yo, it must have been 3 PBC guys in here, man. They got the fuck out of here. I'm down to 5. It was 8 a second ago. When I just asked what do y'all think about that, man, they got the hell out of here. Yeah, you can spot a PBC guy, man. They got out of here. It was 8 people in here, man. When I asked what do y'all think about that, when I wanted some feedback on that right there, man, they got up out of here. He said, I thought they had all. Me too, T. I did too. I did too. But now they don't have a budget. And now, like I just said, they're not willing to put the money out. But as a promoter, as a boss, that's what you're supposed to do. See, at least these guys clown me, man. But I was a boss, man. Struggling boss. Bosses struggle. As a real boss, you're gonna struggle, right? Remember, these guys clown me, T. Remember they clowned us back in the day? We were the new guys. We were the new guys, man. But we was putting our own money up. Then they clowned me when I was the media guy because I didn't have the equipment. I didn't have the cameras. I didn't have all of the stuff. But now I got that stuff. But as a boss, you got to put your own money up. I put my own money up. And then, you get doors start opening. I invested my first, a lot of money into these cameras. And then look, I got a nice camera donated to me from World Combat Sports. Then I bought an expensive lens, right? One of my lenses costs more than one of my cameras, man. This is what you got to do. as a boss. If you have a company, see, a lot of these guys talk this shit. Oh, entertainment this, and LLC this, and all. Are you doing that though? You guys are the new PBC. These guys are promoters that don't want to put the money up for these fights. That's not a promoter. Promoters put up the money. Look, I'm gonna get out of this right here, right? Well, I'm gonna leave this up, but I'm gonna show you. Remember my lives that I did all these lives on this for a reason. Because everything that I do ties together. Everything ties together over here, man. This all ties together, man. See, we're going to revisit this right here. Now, it's time, man. Hopefully you guys are digging this live, man. You guys digging this live right here? This is an informative live. I might not even come back on tonight. I may and I may not. I got to get going back to the spot. I nailed this one. This is going to be a hard one to follow, right? Something got to jump off on social media. I need something cheesy to jump off on social media. But look, right here, promoter. Remember I did this? Look, I did this for y'all. A person or company that finances, key word, finances. Also another key word, organizes a sporting event. Finances, right? You see that? Finances. That's what the promoter does. So these guys are unable to finance these fights. Hold on, I'm going to take me up out of the equation so you can always see this. Let me see. I want you guys to see this. Clear as day. So I will exit off the screen for now, right? I will exit off the screen. Remember, I did this months ago, trying to show you guys these things. Remember when I did the key terms? A promoter, a person or a company that finances, right? These guys don't want to finance these fights, but yet they are the promoters. They don't want to put up the money because they was never putting up the money. Remember, what was the PBC funded off of? A hedge fund. Do I have to put up a hedge fund for y'all to see the hedge fund, what a hedge fund is? Do I have to put up a hedge fund? So maybe Rick Glazier is on to something. Maybe he's on to something. Maybe not. Time will tell. But right now, time is really telling us this. Because what is today? February 20th. March 30th is the only official card that we know of right now. Right? Is that a fair assessment? Is that the only card that we know right now? Look, it's 6 people in here. I'm guessing at least one of you guys is a PBC guy in here. Am I accurate with that assessment? That March 30th is the only card that we have from them right now. And from the looks of their initial presser for that, the promoter, TGB, is the promoter for that card, right? In association with Heyman Boxing, right? How did the organization and the financing look for that presser? It looked like a flea market, right? It looked very cheap. It didn't look like what we were used to from the PBC. Remember when they used to do their things at the Barclays Center? Remember that? T, you remember, T. We covered a couple of those back then. Remember, we was the new guys. But we was on deck. We covered them. It never looked like that. They were organized. They had a budget. They had the money. They had the hedge fund. So they was able to do these things. But now, they don't want to put up their own money. So are they real bosses? Are they real bosses? A boss puts up his own money. A boss takes the risk. Promoters take the risk, financing this, right? They take the risk. They take the risk, man. The news by Shanewz, man. Hopefully this was informative for y'all, man. Hopefully I didn't bore y'all, man. I've been on for what, an hour and 20 minutes? No notes, man. This was all off the head. But it's not off the head because I'm speaking on things that I actually have done and do and spoke about and, did research on. So what do you guys think? Is Rick Glacier right? Or is he on to something? Toby said that they have it to next Tuesday. They have a week, 7 days. 7 days to get that money in the escrow account. Man. Remember, and I was trying to tell you guys this shit, right? Remember, you guys don't like me though. But I like myself, man. I'm winning right now, man. Remember, I was like, yo, man, they got to pay Canelo a lot of money. And then they got, you talking about Boots is going to fight on this card. How much is Boots going to fight for? How much are these other guys going to fight for? And look, let's take it even a step further back. Remember, I was like, yo, Frank Morris should have took that money, man. Remember I said that? I said Frank Morris should have took that money. Yeah, you know what I'm about to make, man? I'm at the crib. I could make me a sandwich right now, right? I remember Nasai came earlier when I was, 7-Eleven Chronicles in the car. But I'm about to make me a nice, they had the Boris Head produce. Honey glazed turkey on sale with the pepper jack cheese. I got a fresh roll in there. I'm going to make me a nice sandwich, man. I'm going to make me a nice sandwich. Just a look. Normally I would have had lunch already, but I'm going to have lunch later on right now. And read. I'm going to read me a book now, man. Because I'm a real bad man. Yo, was y'all digging my sauce, man? Look, I'll put the link out real quick, man. Engage the listeners, right? Because I pretty much hit my topics, man. It is soaking. The right people are going to get a gander of this and be like, man, Shalom, you killed another one. I did. I killed it, right? So the promoter has to put the money up. These guys are billionaires and got all this bread, but they're not putting the money up. See, you guys talked about me, but I put my own money up. I struggled. I'm struggling now, but I put my own money up. When you see me recording, you talk about my equipment. You lied on my name, but I put my own money up. Now I got people that are helping me out. I got sponsors. I got this, that, and the third, but I put my own money up. And I made it, and I'm still making it, but I put my own money up. A lot of you guys ain't putting up shit but a front. All you guys are putting up is sucker shit. You guys have no growth. You guys are like what Rick is saying to PBC. Whole bunch of smoke and mirrors. OPP ass niggas. Wanting to front on other people's dime. Put your own money up. That's what bosses do. Grow something. Put in the work. Grind. Struggle a little bit. Instead of fronting. Hopefully you caught that sauce. And if you feel some type of way about anything I said, listen, the link is right here. Feel free. The link is right there. If you want to debunk something that I'm speaking on, feel free. Or don't go on your platform and act like you're speaking to me or I'm over there in your chat. No, I don't do that. If you see me in person, at me. At me. Yes, at me. As you seen last week, I am accessible. I'm in the rooms working. If you feel some type of way, at me. At me, man. You niggas at me on the internet. Don't at me in real life. Get your weight up, not your hate up. You know, enter some of these rooms, put in some of these work, get your content out there. Let your content speak for yourself instead of gossiping and making shit up and speaking about the people that are actually doing things. You know? But how was the show today, man? How was the show today? Look, right there. I had 4 haters in here. They got the fuck out. That's what I'm asking right now. There's 4 people in here right now, and the 4 people that's in here right now probably actual real listeners. I started talking like that because I knew the numbers were up to about 9, and I realized that it was 5 people in here that really aren't supporters, and I wanted them to get up out of here. That's why I said what I said. But for those that are in here, how was the show today? How was the content delivery today, man? These are things that I like to ask my listeners because I do listen to you guys. I do listen to you guys. Toby said, I see Danny Garcia is trying to get a Conor Ben fight at 154 in England or in the USA. He reached out to Matchroom, Eddie said today. I didn't think PBC fighters would fight on a app. Yo, Rick, it goes back to what Rick said, Toe. The writing is on the wall, man. Let me pull that tweet back up, Toe. Let's close out of this, right? Let's close. Thank you, T, for that. I appreciate that. T said, good show. Let's go back over here. Y'all, I'm running laps around these guys now, T, with this. No notes today, bro. This is no notes right now, man. This is just off of conversations and seeing what's being talked about and just jumping on here. Like I said, last week was a great week for me. I was around a lot of hitters in person. So I got to have a lot of good conversations off the record. You know, and it transferred over to the content that I put out Sunday and all week, right? You know what I'm saying? But look, I'm going to pull this up right here. He said, we got the volume up. Yes, you know, I got the headset on. I got on my Bobby Brown headset. It's my. I got my prerogative headset on, man. I don't got the microphone out. Because you know what I noticed about this headset? I like this headset, right? Because this headset gives you like the office feel, the office home feel. You could be laid out. You could be on the couch. You could do a whole bunch of different things with this. Whereas with the microphone, the microphone got to be set up like how you seen how I was at the spot yesterday or Sunday and I had the microphone. But the headset, nah, you don't have to be like that. So now I don't got him shook, Tobe. I'm professional, man. Look, but let's go back to what Tobe said, right? Here it is right here, Tobe. You're spot on, Tobe. Look, you're spot on. Look, you're spot on. Right? You are spot on. Let me highlight your comment over here. I'm surprised they haven't booted me out the studio. I guess because I'm home. Normally, when I do like this and I'm dropping nuggets, they love booting me out the studio. Right? They didn't do it today. They did not do it. But Toby says, I see Danny Garcia is trying to get a Conor Ben fight at 154 in England, right? Or USA. He reached out to Matchroom. Eddie Hearn said today, I didn't think the PBC fight. But look, Tobe, that goes right here. The PBC fighters that are smart are abandoning the sinking ship, known as PBC. Other promoters are getting calls. Look. That goes with what Rick just said. Eddie Hearns is a promoter, Matchroom Boxing. Got the call from who? Danny Garcia. About trying to get a Conor Ben fight. That makes sense, Tobe. So thank you for that piece of information. See, I was able to tie that into a little bit of the segment. Thank you, Tobe. Tobe says I got him shook. I don't know why, Tobe. I don't think I got him shook, Tobe. If I had him shook, I would be like the other guy, the color guy. I wouldn't be getting the invites to work. I think they like me now, Toe. Ooh, I think they like me. Because they see I'm professional, Toe. They see I'm not a Wendy Williams type. I'm not a gossiper. You know, they know I'm serious business. I want to grow. I want my family to grow. You know, I want my nephews to grow. I want my daughters to grow. And I even want some of my real friends that support me to grow too. Because there's enough for everybody. There's a position, everybody can play an intricate part in the doing things. And the thing is, you got to find the right people. See, a lot of times, that's why I felt bad, right? Because I was trying to help everybody. But just like somebody said to me, help the people that want to help themselves. Those are the people that you bring along. The people that want to help themselves. Don't help the people that aren't trying to help themselves. And definitely don't help the people that aren't trying to help you. If that makes any sense. Man. But I was cooking today, man. I most likely I'll come back on later on this evening. I'll find some more topics to discuss. You know. I'll find some more topics to discuss. But I'm going to get a little reading in, man. I'm going to read about mine. I want to get a good hour in the reading. You know, I got a lot of books, you know. I want to get some reading in. Because as you can see, look, the house is nice and quiet. Coach Rena's a little under the weather. I have Daffy in here with me. Daffy is calm and collective. I think Messiah is watching a new Netflix movie premiere today. I came on and just gave you a little bit of sauce. You know, because I just like, you know me, man. I love when I see others do content, and I just, especially guys I know talked about me, right? When I love to watch them put out their content. Because I watch everybody's stuff. I'm not like you hating ass crab in the bucket. I watch people's stuff. You guys act like you don't watch people's stuff or support people's stuff. No, I watch it. And then I send it off too. To show them, like, look, they can't fuck with me. They're not on my level, man. I'm not a gimmick. I'm not a character. I'm serious sauce business. The News by Shanewz. This is the Source Experience. But hey, what do I know? Great show. I love that. Let me pin that. Let me see if I can pin that, man. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, T. Let me pin T's. Good show. Appreciate that, man. You know, you guys are the ones I do it for because you guys actually listen to me. Yeah, my thumbnail picture. Oh, I know. That's my girl. You know, that's my girl. But yo, Toby, I didn't even release all the pictures I got out. I got, man, wait till I got a whole bunch, man. I listen, man. When you really work, man, I got a whole bunch, man. Toby, I got a whole bunch. I think I only uploaded about three. Three pictures, Toby. That's it. I have way more than that. I have way more, Toby. I'm gonna tell you right now how many I uploaded. I think I only did three or four. I have a whole. Cause I'm a photographer too, man. That is my passion, that photography. I think I have countless frames. I think I only uploaded and edited three. Look, yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now. One, two, three. Yeah, I think only three so far of her by herself. Just three. Only three. But I have a whole catalog to upload. I have a whole catalog. Right? a whole catalog to upload. Because remember, I was actually working. You know my favorite video? And I said this to her. She liked it, this video too. Look. Coach Reen is talented, man. Coach Reen is taking over.
Of course I'm gonna be acting like I am her. I know. Of course I'm gonna wish I was gonna be what she was doing in my dreams. Holding up the sign and be like, round 2. I know. Of course I wish I was with her yesterday because my dad went yesterday. So I know. Of course I'm gonna be acting like I am her. And that's so much. I miss it right now. I wish I was there at the fight with her. The news by Shanewz. This is the Sauce Talk podcast. But hey, what do I know? Gotti, screw you. I know. Of course I'm gonna be acting like I am her. I know. Of course I'm gonna wish I was gonna be what she was doing in my dreams. Holding up the sign and be like, round 2. I know. Of course I wish I was with her yesterday because my dad went yesterday. So I know. Of course I'm gonna be acting like I am her. And that's so much. I miss it right now. I wish I was there at the fight with her. The news by Shanewz. This is the Sauce Talk podcast. But hey, what do I know? Gotti, screw you.
Yes, Coach Reed. Coach Reed is killing the game. Coach Reed is really killing the game, man. That is her video. And you heard what she says, I know Ring Girl. I know Ring Girl. Is she lying? Is she
in the arena? Look who I got, Ring Girl.
Hi, Arena. Miss you, girls.
Hey, thank you.
Is she lying? I know Ring Girl. Shout out to Coach Reed, man. Coach Reed is killing it, man. Yes, so she's killing it, man.
Awesome!
Yo, that video right there and the other one that she did with the pickle had me crying, man. Shout out to Coach Reed, man. Coach Reed is definitely doing her thing. I sent that to Ring Girl. I think I might have even added her. I don't know. I might have added her. I don't know. I can't remember, man. I've been so busy. But listen, man, we are going to wrap this up. I might come back on later if I see some interesting topics. I may even, you know what? The guy tried to put it out there that I was in his chat. I don't get in people's chats. I might go back to 7-Eleven and try to make a deal. Because I'm a real bad man. But appreciate everybody that was rocking out with me today. The News by Shanewz. This is the Source Experience. Please share the content, like the content, and just let them know. The News by Shanewz is only getting started. Shanewz Boxing, media marketing agent, Mr. 5%. Quality over quantity. You know, you do have options.
I was playing, man. I told you I was coming back to the city of Cowboy, Tulsa, Oklahoma, seek and destroy. You know the vibe. Yeehaw!
Hey guys, this is Tiana Tumo-Kailoa. I'm a top-ranked knockout, and I want to give a shout out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibes.